The world is in chaos right now, but we don't have to focus on that. Now, we're going to continue talking about the red flags for this $50 billion opportunity. And because the world is in chaos, we might be going to a destruction of, the W word. Won't say it. But anyway, there's some opportunities that I want to let you know if you're in business. Let me tell you, the big boys, they are capitalizing on this. Not saying it's a good thing to do, but yes, you need to listen up and you need to learn and know there is opportunity out here for you and your business, no matter what idea that you have. So let me prove to you. And then I'm going to give you the red flags of you not getting prepared for these. What can happen and what won't happen for you. So let's begin. I'm going to list you some businesses that will be beneficial for you to get contracts for, government contracts. This window of opportunity is going to be massive. And if you don't listen, you're going to miss out. This is what is not going to be talked about. You're not going to, you're really probably not saying you won't, but you may not be thinking about these things. And they're going to be an intricate part for you to seize the opportunity, whatever your business is. And we're going to talk about a few of them because also I'm going to let you know about those red flags that we are continually talking about. Now, the first one, if you have a business, if you don't have a business, but if you have a business idea, the contracting, the defense, the Department of Defense right now probably understand that there's going to be a flood of contracts. Now, I know you're saying my business is not going to be in an opportunity zone for business. I mean, the Department of Defense and a business for them. Oh no. Listen up. Maybe I change your mind. Just listen and see what I have to say and the businesses that I have to share with you, then you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, one of them is janitorial and facility maintenance. That's going to be janitorial services, waste removal, landscaping. All of this is up under that umbrella, okay? And the places that will need this in this department, we're just talking about the defense, the Department of Defense, your opportunity in this area, okay? It's going to be army bases, military bases, training centers, and military housing. So wherever you listen, wherever you are, you're listening to this and you're saying, am I near these three? Okay. Am I, am I, am I near these places? Now you can secure contracts maybe for several years, not just a one-time wonder and a one-time hit. Because we're gonna talk about the red flags. If you're not prepared, you're gonna miss out on this opportunity big time. Okay. Next one, construction and renovation. It is going to need plumbers, HVAC installation, roofing, electrical working, building and rebuilding, repairing. Now, if you license and you got that, you prepared for that, these are businesses that is going to be contractual opportunities for. Please let me continue. I'm just touching the surface because we're going to get so much deeper into all of these later. But I just want to give you the list right now because I don't want to overwhelm you because it is overwhelming with great information here as I research this thing. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. I want you to understand your opportunity here. Okay. All right. Trucking and logistics. Freight transportation is going to be needed more. Equipment hauling, man, supply distribution, warehouse logistics. Whew. If you know what any of those mean, you can get subcontracting with transportation companies with major that have these major contracts. I'm not saying you have to go out and get the major contracts, but you better be in the subcontracting ready area because it's going to be they're going to be over flooding with opportunities till it's going to be unreal. They ain't gonna talk about this to you because guess what? They want more for them. The big boys want more. They want more for them. They probably already got, especially in this industry, they probably already have spoken to their buddies and already have spoken to people that they already know. They're in those meetings together. They sit down the good old boy system. They're already preparing and they talking about this. While you sitting here talking about foolishness, they over here talking about how to get some of this opportunity that is out here not done. IT services. Let me give you a few of what I'm talking about. Cybersecurity, networking support, data management, cloud services, software development. There is so much AI opportunity here, people. I can see it written all over it. If you don't know, you can learn, get partnered with someone who does. And I'm gonna share this with you before I kind of forget it for a while it's on my mind. When when you are giving, applying for a contract and then it wants you to be qualified and have so much of experience. This is when you hire the people that are qualified to do the things that you need done. And you don't have to per se have all of that experience yourself, or your company doesn't have to have all of that experience, but you need to have a team that know how to do this. So that's why you have to be prepared to write up, job description, hire people. You don't know how to do all of that, do you? You probably don't know how to go about hiring a staff, hiring, people for the position, getting paperwork ready. That's why you have to come see me, be a strategist, Sandy, to help you get there. Now let's carry on. Okay. Now, another thing. Okay, some of this is going to be maybe some of you. mm, this is more like of a very small niche, and you definitely have to be credentialed up for this one. Cyber security consulting. And if you are partly in that arena, you're gonna have to do, there may be compliance auditing that need to be done, risk assessments need to be done, cyber defense system has to be prepared. So those in the cyber security world know what I'm speaking of. Okay, they understand the language. Vulnerability testing, those things, that's going to be needed. Okay, needed. And it's going to be one of the fastest growing in the sector. Now, there's going to be some other things along with all of that that someone else with a not so much, the credential or the experience can be a part of too as well. All of this has to come together. You have to come together with all of this as a team. Okay, food. The next one is food supply and catering. Okay, they're going to have to feed personnel daily, especially the military side of it. They're going to have to feed, but cafeteria operations going to be needed. Food supplies. Somebody may have a food truck. Somebody may have a catering business or a restaurant. You can gear toward the catering portion of this and go onto the basis or wherever there's going to be needed in looking at the contracts will tell you all of that once they get there, because I know they are creating these contracts for this because they're going to need this, and this is not going to go away overnight. So your opportunity is going to be here, people. It's going to be here. Okay. Meal preparation services as well. I've seen a lot of you out here are having meal preparation services. I've seen this before. And then also, these are going to be larger contracts as well. Getting prepared. Now, remember, I talked about how you get prepared. We're going to talk about that some more because all of these things is going to require you knowing some stuff. You're gonna have to buckle down and sit down and think differently. You have to prepare for this, baby. But the opportunity is gonna you can eat for at least good 5 years without worrying about it, okay? But just have to be qualified in the areas, that's all. Okay, uniform and textile manufacturing. Now, the military, they purchase millions and millions and millions of uniforms. Okay, they purchase a lot of things. They purchase clothing, you know, tactical gear, protective equipment, boots, all of those things. And so textile companies are ready. They're getting ready for this, okay? But it doesn't have to be through them. You know, a lot of you know about ordering off Alibaba, all of the, and that's not the only place where you can order things. There are so many other, and I know tariffs makes a difference now. It really does. But the opportunities are still there for you to get into the e-commerce and in ordering in bulk and getting, and getting an opportunity like this. You can probably put them other folks, you can probably win the contract because they are probably going to be so high, price because they probably have a workforce that they got to, you make sure that they pay and all those kind of things. So you might just have to seize the opportunity to get the contract if you can make some money off it at the same time, be the bid that might be a little bit lower than somebody that's already experienced and has been out there in a long time. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Talk about this next thing here. Medical supply companies. Now, this is going to be, you're going to need medical equipment. They're going to need pharmaceutical, surgical supplies. There are companies you can wholesale. See, some of these things that I'm mentioning to you, if you get in wholesale purchase, especially the e-commerce side, find out the ones that wholesale these type of things. And then when you look at the contracts that's available, which you can Sam's, that's why you got to be ready with Sam's.gov. You have to be ready. We'll talk about that in a little bit, okay? You have to be ready for Sam's.gov in order to be able to seize this opportunity, okay? Now, and they're gonna stay in demand, especially around this medical supply area. Staying in demand. Don't miss on the opportunity. Hey, we gonna have to talk about this stuff a little bit because a little bit more. I don't think you understand the opportunities that's going to be here. I really don't think that you understand that opportunity to the capacity that it is. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you about two more, and then we're going to have to continue with doing this another day because I don't want to overwhelm you. I want you to digest this in. Oh, please digest this. Now, staff and recruiting services. Now, they outsource this. The Defense Department outsourced this. Administrative staff, technical, personnel, analyst, analysts, and medical staffing. So all of these things are outsourced when the time is going to come because the defense is going to need this, the Department of Defense. So you see, it's just not about the weapons. It's not about the gear for that. It's not about the tankers and all of that. There's a lot more involved, and I want you to be critical thinkers here. I want you to see the opportunity here for you in a business. If you haven't started one, you see, you need to just stop wasting your time at some of these things that I'm mentioning. You want to be want to be in business doing well, you're going to always have some opportunities out there. You just have to move and get started, okay? Get started. All right. Now, last one I'm going to do is training in the education services. There's going to be leadership training that's going to be needed, workforce development is going to be needed, technical education is going to be needed, IT certification programs, and it's more than just those in that workforce. A workforce development is going to be needed. And then if you have those expertise and if you know and you can hire someone with those expertise, you can win these contracts that's going to be into the Defense Department because it's real. It's here, y'all. It's here, and you need to prepare for at least these 10 I just mentioned. Where do you fit in, or where can you fit in? So that is the thing too. Now let me talk about a few of these red flags before I go. Now there's some red flags that I definitely want you to know is you have to be ready for this opportunity that I'm speaking of. This is not for the, you got to put on your big boy pants for this. I'm serious. And I know you're capable and able. You have greatness within you. You can do it. But you have to buckle down and you have to really, really get the ball rolling. Just say, hey, I'm finna stop playing. I'm gonna get this thing. I'm gonna do something here. I see there's an opportunity and I'm going to apply. No matter what state you're in, no matter what area you're in, you can do it. You can. Okay. Now, the red flags that can stop you from taking advantage of all of these opportunities, you got no clear business structure. You're operating, you just operate, you're just out here operating. And that's what I'm talking to you about now. I don't want you to continue doing that if you are. If you have been, hey, forgive yourself, move on. Let's say, hey, this is a new time and a new day. Let's do it another way. Okay? Now, you don't have no registration of LLC. You're operating as a hobby instead of a business. No articles of organization, no articles of a corporation. You know, I mean, the, the, the government they can't give you a contract if you don't even have it legally structured. Come on, they're the ones with the legalese, baby. No, you're not gonna be a part of their team with this unorganization. Absolutely not. No federal another red flag. No federal EIN number. Personal identity. No, your personal identity is tied too much to it. No bank account. You don't have the business bank account. You're not separating your personal from your business. No, you can't use no personal account when you get in a contract with them. They're not going to. They can't do it. Checks and balances. They won't allow it. No, and stop making up excuses. And another thing I'm finding, get your paperwork together. A lot of you don't have your paperwork together. Get this paperwork together. You're missing out on so much because you don't have the basics, the paperwork. I know it sounds boring, it's not sexy. People don't see what you have. They don't see what you're doing. You want everybody to see you're doing great. I love working behind the scenes because folks, only the ones that's real, real close to me, they know what's going on with me behind the scenes. Keep your business to yourself. Come on now, move in silence, okay? But get behind the scenes and do what need to be done, okay? Poor bookkeeping or non-existent bookkeeping. That's another red flag. You have no profit and loss statement. You have no balance sheet. You don't know what cash flow is coming in. You don't even understand how it will come in when the opportunity comes. You don't even know what's possible for you because you don't have those things set up, at least trying to set them up, okay? No. One more red flag I'm going to share with you about all of this, and then we will talk about this on another video. Unregistered federal vendor systems, meaning you're not registered with SAMS.gov. You got an expired registration, you incorrect information on file. You just this is look, these are just red flags all over the place. Stop with that. Make sure. Oh, one more to include, you don't have a NAICS code. A NAICS code is very important and have the incorrect NAICS code. Sit down and find out what is your NAICS code or get with me that I can help you do everything I'm telling you. This is what I do. I'm not just telling you what to do. This is what I do to make sure you're ready for the opportunities when they come. But you have to do your part. Okay? And with that being said, that's it for today. Take that in, digest it, understand this is an opportunity for you as a business owner. I have not given you all of them. I only gave you 10 today. Okay. The next video might be tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow, Sunday. Well, maybe I thought I get them together and give you a bit video for tomorrow. How about that? Okay. I'll do that after church. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow evening. Look for that one tomorrow, Sunday. So if you're listening that this is another day, it's already here. Okay, I give you the next ones. And so for now, remember you are created for greatness. You have greatness within you. You have what it takes to make your life unrecognizable. Nobody else has that authority but you and God. Okay? I see you in the next video. And for now, get this opportunity here. Seize the opportunity, people. Today, not next week, not next month. Seize it today. All right. All right. Be stay blessed and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.